Welcome back to Season 1 coverage of the MLG Pro League. There's Looney. He's on your screen. He's cast with me. He's very good for a caster. And we just saw Optic Gaming lose map number 1 to Rise on Biolab Hardpoint. And, me and Looney were talking during the break, going to Optic's host here. If it's a fluke, not really a fluky S&D map, but, one that, doesn't really favor either side, we thought that Rise could kind of pull this next map out. And we were like, oh, maybe it's Riot. And it actually is Riot. So Riot would be a map that can happen. Looney, how do you feel, Riot S&D as a map overall, and then, Rise's chances in this game?
Riot, I think it's if you control middle, you have a lot of options since both spawns aren't there. And I think flanks. I think flanks are really crucial when people are pushing A Street heavy, like they just want a 4 push so you can catch them on a flank. But actually, I think we are replaying first map according to Formal's tweet.
Oh, we are replaying the first map. Okay, so there was a issue with that host for the Optic team. So, I think they wanted to replay the first map. So, I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that first Biolab Hardpoint replayed. On the right-hand side of your screen, you can see the FaZe AR game through the eyes of Patrick Price. They're up 16-4, looking very strong against AR. I know we were just talking about AR's new pickup, Anticity. You think he's going to help them out a little bit, dropping Tipsy? Do you think that was the right player to drop for that team, or you think, they could have went somewhere else and, picked up Anticity for somebody like Miyagi?
I think it was the right play. I mean, Tipsy was the one that ended up not playing at Columbus, and they had Felony, and then they obviously dropped Felony for champs reasons, apparently. So I think if anyone that was going to get replaced, it was going to be Tipsy once again. So I think he's a good fit for Tipsy.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Anticity, I'm going to be honest. How is he as a player? Aggressive? Is he more of a...
yeah, he's a Slayer type player.
Yeah, I think that's what that team needs, too. I think they don't have enough in the slaying department. I know I've seen Burns have some good games in this Advanced Warfare Season 1. I've seen Miyagi play pretty decent, but, going to see more from the other players as the season goes on.
Yeah, I heard BLFire had, like, one of the worst KDs in the league. Out of all the starters.
I didn't say it. That was you.
I didn't say it either. I heard it from Puckett.
I heard that's what we were told from Puckett. So we're just gonna go with that. So looks like we're gonna replay that first map on Chino's host. It's going to be Biolab Hardpoint again. We told you what will win the game for these teams. So you already know. We don't have to tell you again, but we probably will during the game. And you see actually on the right that AR has come back. FaZe with you, not as good as FaZe with Apathy. What do you kind of, test that to?
Chemistry, man, I think Apathy is just, I see him as not necessarily a 50-50 player, but like a 60-40. He can give you those maps where you're just like, he's literally the best. Like, yeah. I think that happened at Nashville when FaZe won. Like, he literally had the event of his life. And probably just communication. I've seen Hugh play a lot, and it doesn't look like he communicates at that pro level, where it's just instant call-outs. He just stays to his own.
He's young. He's like 15. He probably only knows like 30 words. I don't remember how many words I knew at 15. It wasn't that many. He's probably a little shy too. Playing with the FaZe guys. It's a pretty large spot for him to kind of sub in for Apathy. Looks like they're actually down a little. They're actually gonna go down pretty heavily in this game. It's gonna be interesting if they can come back. We watched them the other day during the 5K, and Doug and Pat can go at it a little bit. They can go at it from time to time.
That was obvious when that team was formed. And Aware goes up 1-0 on Just.
Wow. So Aware maybe Ware's trying to right the ship. That team going into Columbus, I was kind of like, I don't think they'd be able to do it on land. And then they played very well at Columbus. After that, they started off the COD League, 4-0. They were in first place, and then Looney, the bottom fell out for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, but if you looked at the schedule, I think they knew it themselves. The first 4 teams they played was their very first one was against us, and we struggled online. And then 3 wins after that wasn't really against good teams, so they knew that their schedule was going to get tough, and it's showing with this 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about you guys for a little bit. Let's talk about TK. You guys moving into the team house. Excited about that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to be a life-changing experience.
Yeah, I think that's going to help out you guys a lot. online struggles kind of going to go away a little bit with that team house. But you know, obviously, can't blame everything on the internet. The internet isn't to blame for everything. I know. What do you guys need to work on as a team to start making a comeback in this league? You guys are kind of down near that Optic Nation area.
I was looking at the stats because Puckett mentioned in it, and I seen that our S&D, I think our record is like 3-11. So we desperately need to clutch up in S&D. We did on LAN. On LAN, I think we only lost 2 S&Ds, one to Prof and one to FaZe.
Yeah.
So we just had to clutch up in our S&Ds, and we should be able to take some series.
I feel like you guys aren't aggressive enough on Search. I feel like Search in this game is, a lot different than Ghost, a lot different than Black Ops 2. I mean, TK, one of the better Search and Destroy teams in Black Ops 2. I mean, that was kind of how they gave Cole their run for their money, by winning most of their searches. I think you guys just got to play a little bit at a faster pace. We see the teams that play almost more of like a GB style of pace on Search and Destroy, just flanking and playing extremely aggressive on defense, have lots of success.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're not on the same page. There's a lot of situations where like we'll be like on a 2-on-3 or like a 2-on-4, and like the last 2 people alive are just not on the same page, don't know what to do together. So we just have to communicate more, and like you said, just take more risks. Yeah,
I think that'll definitely happen. Once you guys are in the house, it's a lot easier when the person's directly next to you. You can be like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you not moving or helping me out? But no, we're just waiting for this next one to get started up. It's going to be a replay of map number 1. You're going to see Aches full screen on your right-hand side. Let's bring that full screen, Brian. Let's go to a listen-in with Aches for the last, 3 minutes of this hard point in their first map against AR.
Nice, Slasher, let's go. Keep slaying, keep slaying, keep slaying.
Top red.
Nice, Slasher. Number one flanking you again, cut, 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 let's go.
Get in the hill. Someone get in the hill.
You gotta get on that, Hugh.
I got it.
One more pull. I got your wall. Nothing wall.
I'm one in the hill, guys.
Intensity wall, not weak. Nice, intensity. That's all dead. Stay down, Hugh, stay down.
I'm
Wall party?
Pushing, bro. That's probably gonna be
Giving it up?
Yeah, they're
No, wall. 2 wall. One's dead. One more wall. I spawned out.
I'm just holding the hill.
Okay, that's good.
Tell me wall.
I'm coming, guys. One guy's middle dub. Wall. Back pull plat. Back pull, back left.
I don't know why we do this, kids are big.
He's not weak. That guy's not weak, Hugh.
Yeah.
I can help you in a second.
Inticity's in the back. He's 1-8.
He's weak now. He's weak.
All right, we saw FaZe. With a little listening right there as they pull away from AR. But Looney, we have another Biolab hardpoint. You saw it once. You're going to see it again. This time from Chino's host. There you see Biolab. That little map fly through put together by Brian. Such an awesome guy. You see that is the green plat. That is the first hill area right there. And those are those barrels of doom. Those barrels. We saw a game yesterday, Looney, where it was Mochilla against Wheats 1-on-1, and about 3 or 4 seconds left. Wheats came out of purple and shot those barrels and blew Mochilla up. But hey, no, we thought we had a game. Guess what?
I know what's happened.
We don't. They're gonna restart this one for no apparent reason whatsoever. So maybe let's go back to FaZe. Let's bring the FaZe one back. Let's bring that one back. Show you guys the ending of this game, as it looks like yeah, FaZe has come back, and they're up pretty heavily right now. It's 176 from 140, second to last hill right now. So maybe we can get that one up on your screen. There you go. Brian in the back doing a great job. Now let's go to listening for the last minute 30. Let's listen to Doug scream at Pat for a little bit.
Go, come on.
He's in the hill hurt.
He kills. Nice, Pat.
Shot you, my bad.
One hill dead.
All we just gotta do is win this.
I got one outside of the hill.
I got 2 on hill. I'm crouching in the hill. One shot in the hill.
I have fun.
Hard aim everything.
One shot in the front.
I got one. Help me. Nice kills. Let's go.
One more.
Let's go. Good job, guys.
Alright, rotate.
Found it in front of you, Doug.
I got him. Let's go, boys. Come on.
He's in spawn. Going pool.
I'll get your full hop. Full hop. I'm dead. He's jumping up. Jump up. Nice.
I got bottom.
You're going backstairs.
I'm coming backstairs. I'm coming
I
from
got one,
backstairs.
I got one. For it.
I have your backstairs. Oh, one's back.
All right. back to Biolab Hardpoint. I feel like we
Once
keep
again.
coming back to this map, Looney. I just want to see Biolab Hardpoint go away. We see, FaZe, they're going to win that one. It's actually mathematically impossible for AR to win, so nice comeback there from FaZe. Who do you want to start on board with to start off
with
this?
Optic.
I don't even know what kind of replay you would call this. This is kind of we saw this played once, Rise won. We saw it attempted to be played, but a draw. Restarted. Now we're gonna get it going on. Who do we go on board with first?
I'm on board with Nate right now. He's gonna notice no one's white tunnel, turn around immediately, and let's see if he can start picking up kills from the hill.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna get
First
one right there. That's a huge kill. He's gonna have another player in there challenge him, but Wheat's able to take him out. Very nice start for Optic Gaming though, as Formal.
Yeah.
He's gonna start taking players out. No, gonna put you on the hot seat. Who is the best player on Optic Gaming?
Krim.
Krim?
I think Krim is their most consistent player. The thing is, I think Scump has the most potential to go off.
Yeah, I think Scump definitely always has that potential to kind of turn it on, and I think at least for me, casting them a lot over the last 2 weeks or so. I think you've seen them. Krim hasn't been putting up crazy numbers, but I think when he hasn't been putting up crazy numbers and he's been doing a little bit more of the work to help Nadeshot and letting Formal and Scump take on that Slayer really roles, they've been doing extremely well.
That's odd. I think that Formal would be that player to give up the
Really?
kills, and yeah, I see Formal as a winner more than Krim is that winner, but I think Krim wants to win and be the best. That's why they always fought with 8s back in Cole. They always used to argue who carried, who this. So I think Formal would be the one to give up the kills, but hey, I guess someone has to do it, right?
Yeah,
Krim's
see,
stepping up.
I think Krim towards the end of the Cole EG kind of team, the way that ended, I think he was doing more after they picked up Karma. I think he was doing more work to help TP than originally. It was obviously when they had Clay, it was a much different dynamic, right? It was a different game, but I think it was really Clay would kind of be that second person from Anchor to go help TP in the hills. We see Rise come off to another early lead. Chino starts off pretty well. Pac-Man on fire again, but I think Krim, the way I kind of look at it from a team dynamic, is that Formal's best attribute is just killing. Same with Krim. I think you take both of those players out of their element. I think Krim kind of knows what to do more around the objective than Formal, so I don't think you lose as much as you would having Formal in the hill and you're doing more of the OBJ stuff.
Yeah, that Formal killing, that's exactly what NV took advantage of. And NV picked them up and said, listen, just kill everything. We'll focus on the hills, and it brought NV 2 championships at the end of Ghost. Right.
I think that's what team dynamic on TK. Obviously, I think you're probably their main Slayer. How does everything work with you guys?
I think Sharp surprised everyone at Columbus with the numbers he was putting up. So I think we ended up just at the end just sharing that Slane role, and then when one of us was having a bad game or something, we just helped Theory out. Theory was just always the one playing the objective, but yeah, you got to share it at times, share the fame.
Yeah.
Always just play for the W at the end of the day.
I never did that as a player. I always threw my teammates under the bus. Shout out to all my ex-teammates. They won a lot, but they probably had an awful time doing it. But we see Optic Gaming, they're going to come out and take a pretty early lead here. We saw Rise in control, but once it hit that third hill, Optic did a great job of holding it. You see everybody with 10+ kills for Optic Gaming. Wheats and Chino struggled a little bit on the other side for Rise.
Yeah, I think every map has that one hill that if you hold it both times in the rotation, you'll win. And I think Biolab, it's the blue hill. If you can hold the blue hill both times, you should be winning the map 90% of the time. Yeah,
I mean, if you go through the hills on this map, I think we can both agree on. I think the first hill is kind of a wash, right? And I don't think you can really, kind of get tons of time. I mean, we have seen teams get tons of time on that first hill, but
the time you'll get the most off the very first hill is just off break off. The second time it comes around, it's when it turns into a little scrap hill.
Yeah, this last hill is a complete scrap hill. I don't think you can really,
There's way too many entries.
Yeah, there's too many entries. Everybody's moving too fast. It's just very difficult to get any amount of time here. That third hill in blue, I think that's definitely the one you want to hold down. And then I think the second hill that's probably easiest, over by that, I think it's the Sentinel flag over in that red area by Snow.
Yeah, top SPs?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. You can spawn them out really far actually if you push out those cuts, or you can just have them spawning up top and then just flood the hill.
But we don't see a ton of teams do that, which is shocking. You know, a lot of teams, they kind of play closer to the hill. I think in this game, you know, since that update that changed the spawns, if you're able to push out further from the hill, I mean, I've seen some, you know, pretty huge spawns from. I mean, look at the spawn Optic Gaming's getting now all the way over at blue. They had 2 players spawn at.
Yeah, look at that. They're spawning snow on a biolab hill.
Right. So, I mean, that's insane. I mean, they're not even in position to challenge that at all. And Rise able to take a ton of time back on that biolab hill, something you don't see. And they're actually going to be able to get the spawn for this next hill. Nadeshot, the only player for Optic Gaming in position to really contest. Formal, he's going to jump in and pick up 2 kills, though. Break that hill. Give Optic Gaming a chance to take this one back.
Chino's on a flank.
Yeah.
The reason my Rise is making this comeback is Chino just turned up.
Right,
he
went from
10 and 13.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about him and Wheats, you know, really struggling, and then he went from struggling to being at the top of you know, the team from Rise pretty quickly.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, it looks like Gaming, though, they're able to break, and I think that's kind of been their strategy. They don't rotate early. They just kind of rely on breaking hills with their Slayers, and you know, they make it work online, but I think they got to prove it works on land, because, you know, at Columbus, they were a you know, subpar hardpoint team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they look like the best team hands down in every game type pre-Columbus, and then we shocked them, and I think Just literally put them to shame in a hardpoint.
Yeah, no, that Just is definitely, I think it was a Detroit hardpoint. They definitely, you know, gave it to him pretty bad. And you guys shocked me a lot at Columbus. You know, coming into Columbus, I remember Theory. He gave me some stuff about not picking you guys top 8. But no, you guys struggled a little bit before Columbus, but it's mostly online for you guys. Definitely carrying over into the league. I think, you know, expect you guys to have a pretty good in Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, TK, obviously they didn't qualify for, what was it, it's S3 playoffs. So
Yeah.
Always a team that struggles online. So moving to this team coming from Rise, which is like literally the dominant team in Ghost at the end.
Yeah.
It's something frustrating. I get really frustrated losing online just because of my past. I'm so good at winning online.
And then I got to ask you, you know, going from a team that was qualified for the league to a team that wasn't qualified for the league, that scare you a little bit going in, you know, giving up a league spot, you know, almost not being a, you know, if you didn't win at Columbus, or, you know, going into Advanced Warfare, I mean, you really didn't know who was going to be good, who wasn't going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, that had to be a tough decision for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I just think I reached my time teaming with Pack and Wheat. I teamed with them on and off for like since Modern Warfare 3 actually, and we had some success. But our best placing was Natural 4. So, and then I got the opportunity from TK to join them. So I trusted the guys. I knew that they'd put in the time. They want to be back on top. They had like a pretty disappointing Ghost year.
They did.
All year they placed like top 8. Like I think their best placing was early on.
Yeah.
I knew they were going to come in hard, so.
They had a very, you know, coming in from Black Ops 2, I mean, you know, towards the end of Black Ops 2, they were, you know, kind of clear-cut second best team in North America.
Yeah.
And, you know, in Ghost, after, you know, that first event, they played very well at Columbus. That first event, they got second. After that, you know, they kind of went silent for the rest of the year. Not really silent, but...
Yeah, the only time you heard from them was X Games.
Right.
They came in second. After that, it was just 7, 7, 7, 7.
I mean, yeah, you really heard about them X Games, and then Champs, not for good reasons, though.
Yeah,
that was definitely extremely shocking to everybody. But you're going to see Rise actually take the hill. You know, they're going to take majority of that blue hill, which you talked about was most important on this map. Wheat's almost able to ground pound somebody. They are only going to be up 5 seconds, so we're going to see the same thing from Gaming. They're just going to keep pushing this hill through the front. And it's not the best way to break it. I think you're going to have at least one person go, you know, that outskirts area and just push out.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be Krim. He's going to jump up. He's going to take out one in the hill. Diabolic. He was actually taken out.
Oh, Scump got a God spawn.
Yeah.
They should get this scrap time. Down a bio.
If he gets these kills, there he goes.
And one's already in bio lab. This rotation in purple is going to be huge.
Right, who is that?
What is it? Nadeshot. Nadeshot has to get these kills, these entry kills. If Optic wants a chance to winning this.
Yeah, he's got 2 in front of him. He's going to be taken out right away. It's going to be Scump all alone in that hill. He's going to be taken out by Pac-Man. Huge kills right there. No, those kills coming out of purple were extremely important. You were talking about them as soon as those players got by Nade, that they were able to break the hill.
Yeah. I mean, this, I think you have to prioritize purple. Purple is where people seem to break the hill mostly, and that's where Optic just broke the hill back on them.
Yeah,
Straight go in their favor.
they're going to have to hold it a majority of the time. They're going to come back to win
It's
this.
not happening.
Yeah,
Rise
I
takes
agree.
the hardpoint battle lap once again.
Right, and you know, Pac-Man, another great game. 32 and 29 with 10 captures for Pac-Man. So definitely making the difference. Formal playing extremely well for gaming. You know, 40 and 32, 6 captures. Crim6, 35 and 35. But still, different host, same result. It looks like Rise, they are going to win this map number 1 for the second time against Optic
Second
Gaming.
time.
Yeah,
And
second
it was all 'cause
time.
I think it was because Chino stepped up.
Yes,
Ended up
Chino.
with a 40 bomb.
Yeah, after that first rotations of Hills, Chino definitely stepped up. You know, Scump having a little bit of an off game for Optic Gaming. On the right side, you can see that's FaZe's perspective. It's going to be Aches going up against AR. They are up 1 map to 0. But when we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to have S&D Riot, map number 2, OG versus Rise. Tweet it out. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your animals. Be right back.